All right, Danny. You worried Isaiah Thomas's comeback could actually hurt the Cavs' chemistry. He's a shooter.
Yes, it'll absolutely hurt it in the near term. Now, long term, they have plenty of time. I think it's one of the best facts of this is getting him back sooner rather than later. I think it was a genius move for them to play him before the Celtics and rest him for the Celtics because you know a competitor is going to want to go out there and show up his old team. So let's keep him off the court there. But if you look at the history of LeBron's career, whenever he's had new teammates forced upon him or when he's brought those people to pieces together like he did in Miami, there's a learning curve. It's a game that requires rhythm and chemistry and spacing, and there's going to be an adjustment period, just like there was early this season when he had his boy D. Wade. They're best friends, and yet it was kind of ugly at first, and they had J.R. Smith coming off the bench, and then they switched it. They'll figure some of these pieces out. It's going to take time, but I would not panic at all if it doesn't look perfect in the first 10, 15 games.
I think he wants it to work, Isaiah Thomas, so it will. I think if you can go to a marriage counselor. They always say one person can make the marriage work. You don't need to, actually. If you want to make it work, you will. Derrick Rose and LeBron didn't work because Derrick doesn't play well with others. He didn't play well with Jimmy Butler. But LeBron has shown a history that if you get teammates, Battier, Wade, Bosh, Kyrie, Kevin, and the teammates are willing to acquiesce to some degree to LeBron, it will work. Isaiah Thomas is a contract year. He wants to prove Boston wrong. He's got a lot to win here. He doesn't want to look like Celtics got Kyrie, they got little guy. I think he is all in, and I think he's going to be an incredible teammate for LeBron.
Yeah, I'm with you, Danny. It's going to take a while. There'll be 3 or 4 weeks of growing pains, and I think they'll have some games, some moments where it looks great. Like, wow, this is perfect. And then the next game, it might be tough. You know, people shouldn't panic. Here's the bottom line is this. They need Isaiah Thomas to have any shot at winning the finals.
Yes.
Any shot. So for this month when it looks bad and you have some bad losses, it's all worth it. Because if you don't bring him back, you got no chance. You lost 25 points a game and haven't yet replaced it.
Right.
So I think it's going to work eventually. But it's going to be some growing pains early.
Some growing pains, right? Just a little. I mean, Jose Calderon is your point guard right now. There's a major upgrade to Isaiah Thomas. Not to mention, Chris, LeBron's still 3rd in the league in minutes per game. I think the biggest aspect of this is Isaiah will get a chance to run the team with the second unit, with Dwayne Wade, get his shots up, get his points, because like you said, he's playing for that contract. But, Chris, let's pump the brakes.
The second unit is going to be a challenge.
Well, I mean, he's going to need to play the minutes.
Right now, it's worked well because Wade has that second unit in his palm of his hand. He can do what he wants. He's the playmaker. Now you bring Isaiah in, he's going to be the playmaker. I mean, that's going to be a challenge, too.
It will, but again, Isaiah's he's got a lot to prove at this point. But let's stop with the Golden State Warriors, and Isaiah Thomas is going to make a difference, okay?
But that's the goal.
The goal is to get out of the East.
Oh,
we know that.
No, it's not.
Danny's
I'm with you. I think they need him
to get out of the East.
Oh, no. They beat the Celtics right now. The Celtics aren't that good.
Thank you.
The Celtics are closer to the 500-ish team that they've been over the last 3 weeks than that 22-4 team, believe me.
They looked all right versus Houston. When you look at Isaiah Thomas and the chemistry of the team, I think there could be a potential red flag there because one thing LeBron always stresses to his teammates, and if they don't buy in, is the defensive side of the ball. And Isaiah Thomas is one of the biggest liabilities on that side of the ball in the entire NBA. The NBA defensive real plus minus last season when he played a full year, he was second to last to Doug McDermott, and he was dead last among point guards. I wonder how LeBron responds. He can get frustrated with guys.
I don't think that can change.
No, I don't think so either. That's why I wonder if it gets frustrating for LeBron and creates some issues.
Chris, he's going from the awesome system that Brad Stevens had in Boston to the LeBron system, I guess, that they have.
It hasn't been. I don't think it's been the LeBron system this summer. This season, it's been a little different. LeBron's not dominating the ball or over dribbling and things like that like he has in the past. That's why his points are coming easy.
Yeah.
Probably easier than ever for LeBron. The 3-pointers, the points in the paint. So I don't think it's just a LeBron system.
Also,
but it'll be tough because
LeBron's giving you 28, Love 20. So those are the stars. And then you have Jeff Green, D-Wade 11, and Korver 10. So it's pretty clear Isaiah's going to be closer to the Love points. I think this team actually has 2 camps. Guys like Jeff Green, D-Wade, Korver, they know their roles.
Yeah.
Then there's 2 stars, Love and LeBron.
Yeah.
I think the whole team gets we need a third guy in the star camp.
Well,
This is not-
they need a guy that can create buckets on his own. Right now, LeBron is the absolute only guy. Wade can do it against the second teamers and occasionally first teamers. They need another guy that when everything breaks down can go get his. But you brought up a good point because Kevin Love is playing terrific basketball.
Yes.
One, because he's moved to center. Two, because he's the definitive second option. Now that becomes a little muddied as Isaiah comes in. Who's the second option? Because the third option for LeBron usually doesn't have astounding numbers.
Right.
You
No,
know
that's a
what I
good
mean?
point. It is
So,
Bosh.
Chris Bosh in Miami had to settle for
Oh,
corner
yeah.
jumpers.
And is Isaiah gonna do that?
When he's looking for a contract.
Yeah, there are
No
questions.
way.
There are
But
real
if you
questions.
remember
I
that
will give you
Christmas
that.
Day game, Kevin Love kept them in it. He was tremendous against the Warriors on Christmas Day, and you just wonder, where are those shots for Isaiah coming from? Are they coming out of Kevin Love's shots?
All right.
And that's where I do have some concern.
You just a Boston fan.
Oh, stop
You
it.
were
We'll find
gonna
out,
say
no
those
doubt.
problems no
All
more.
right.